Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air. It's Manning. Dances away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's going to run it. Wide open spaces. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Longhorns will have it first and 10. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. Brought down short of the goal line. Two-point try is no good, and it's still a 6-point game. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. looking on the move. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He'll try to do it himself. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, a lot of space. It's a seam wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll try to tack on two. Takes the easy one to the back. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Reed. Flushed out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by... He lofted it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in.
He's going to throw deep right side. Spreads it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Snap it to the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Surging forward on the sneak. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air. It's Manning. He's got the tight end. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere...
There he goes! He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Lots of running room. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Direct snap. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. You're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He'll pull it down. Moving past the 25. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Manning. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties in line.
He's loose. There he goes. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Now adjusting. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to...
stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the run, still looking. Crosses to 30. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's locked. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's locked. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's locked. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse rush back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
After the touchdown, if they can get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Direct snap. It's Love. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Love. Sweet cut there. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Moves away as he feels pressure. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got enough space. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.